Have you ever ridden a horse on a racetrack on the Kentucky Derby day? Hi, I'm April. I'm an equestrian and I own an equine online inspired business. Today I wanted to talk about my experience on Whidbey Island in Washington State on a Kentucky Derby day. One of my friends, Danielle, you'll probably hear about her in some other videos. She was in my Iceland video. Came down from Alaska. She was living in Alaska at the time. And she came down from Alaska. It was around her birthday. And it just happened to be the first Saturday of May, which we all know as horse people, that means it's the Kentucky Derby day. Well, we wanted to have some fun that day, so she found an awesome horse trail place to go to on Whidbey Island. I was living probably an hour out of Seattle, so it took us maybe an hour or two to get to Whidbey Island because we were stationed at Fort Lewis at the time. And then once we got to the place, they were mostly like an Arabian barn, but they did have a quarter horse because I ended up riding Western and the quarter horse, she was riding English on the Arabian. And they weren't, when we first booked it, they weren't specific about where the trail was and such, but we just knew we wanted to do something fun together as horse friends and get out of the house and to celebrate her birthday. So then we find out they have this huge racetrack. And so we're riding the horses around a couple times and the trail guide is like, do you want to run it? And I'm a little more of a timid rider and hesitant, but the guy I was on was pretty easygoing. So we're like, sure. My friend Danielle just took off. She was gone, way gone. But this slow little quarter horse Palomino was just going at a very slow speed, even if I asked for it more, but which was fine. It worked out really well. But it was probably one of the coolest ways to experience the Kentucky Derby day, to think that I'm running around on a racetrack the day of like this huge race that like almost everybody in the world knows about because of the legacy of the race and such. So it was just a really cool experience. And I don't think we had thought about how this was all kind of connected when we were doing it. We were just wanting to do something fun. But after we got off the horse, because they knew we were horse people, they let us wash off the horses, spend some time together, give the horses treats, and just have a really fun, cool experience. And this place was just immaculate. Like rolling hills, it's just full of grass, a little cute little bridge, a little pond. Like it was just like something you see in your dreams pretty much. Once we were done riding and we had put up the horses, the trail guide had actually told us about a really cool pub in town and that we should go there for lunch and kind of celebrate. Well, what was really fun is that they actually had the Kentucky Derby on the TV at the pub. So we got some of our favorite foods and drinks, and it was just amazing lunch. And then we actually saw American Pharoah win the Kentucky Derby, which we all know he ends up being the Triple Crown winner for that year. So just to have that cool experience, like we had just been on a racetrack, and now we're sitting down at this really cool Irish pub having an amazing lunch. We both had gotten Angry Orchard, so that was like our favorite drink. And we were just having a really great time because like if you're not with horses, at least if you're with a horse person, it's even awesome. And then now you're watching the Kentucky Derby. And you know, I'm not like a huge race person, but that was just it's just a cool way to spend the Kentucky Derby day. Like if you can't be there, at least kind of celebrate in fashion, right? Before I give you any more details on our trip to Whidbey Island, make sure you hit that like button if you've liked what you've heard so far. And I want to know, have you done anything really fun and cool to celebrate the Kentucky Derby even though you couldn't be at the race that day? Let me know in the comments below. So the rest of our trip was pretty much just kind of taking in the island. We went to a really cool park. We actually saw a ton of sailboats out there. It was just like one of the most gorgeous days you could ever imagine in Washington. Washington is known for its annoying rain. Like I always call it, like it just constantly is poking you kind of rain, like just kind of annoying the crap out of you. And so it was just really cool to have a really awesome, beautiful day to celebrate my friend's birthday, to celebrate that special day because it was a Kentucky Derby Saturday. we actually had to get to the island. You actually had to ride on a ferry, and I'll probably show a picture of us like on a ferry. So once we were done with the riding and everything, it was pretty much time to head back because we had to really drive deep into the island to actually get to the barn. But it was probably one of the coolest days I've experienced with a friend. Even though I've had some really cool days, like, you know, going to Iceland, because I went to Iceland with her, and but it was just a really cool day in Washington for sure. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any other videos like this. I have so many other travel horse fun related videos that you do not want to miss. I post videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so you'll see me soon on the next video. Thanks, guys.